name is Kylie Wire, and today I'm going to talk about how to properly put on gloves and a gown for a surgical procedure. I work in surgery, so I thought it would be important or interesting to show you the behind the scenes on what we actually do to prepare ourselves for surgery. So to start, I'm going to start with a sterile gown. Normally this is in a package, but today I'm going to have it right here on a towel. We're going to have a little scrub brush to wash our hands and our sterile gloves. So I'm going to put the scrub brush over here. So before we start, I'm going to get my gloves opened. I'm going to put them down here by the sink. And I am just opening the package without touching the gloves inside with my bare hands. Our bare hands are full of germs, so before we put anything on, we want to wash our hands and get all the germs off. And I'm also going to take off all my jewelry before we start. We don't want any jewelry on because jewelry can contain multiple germs, and we want as least germs as possible. So to start, we open our scrub brush, and inside there is a little pick type thing that we use to get clean under our nails. And then here is a scrub brush. One side is just like a foam, and the other side has little scrubbies on it. So normally I'd be in an operating room, obviously, but today I'm at my house, so it's the same. You're gonna do the same type of thing. So we're at the sink, and I am getting my hands and arms wet. I'm putting soap on the scrub brush. And before I start that, I'm going to use a little pick to get all the dirt out from under my nails. You want as least dirt on your hands as possible, like I said before. And it's important to not have any fake nails. No fake nails are allowed. No acrylic nails. You want your nails nice and short. Because the shorter they are, the least likely they are to contain germs. Alright, after that, we can start to wash our hands. So this process is kind of lengthy. You want to scrub your hands for at least 3 to 5 minutes. And you really want to scrub them. So I'm using the scrub bristly part. And I'm scrubbing the palm, scrubbing in between each individual finger, and the back side of my hands. And I'm scrubbing underneath my nails again. And I'm doing this to both hands. So a fun fact while I'm doing this is that 40 to 60% of all surgical infections are preventable. And ways to prevent them are by proper hand washing, proper sterile technique while putting your gloves and gown on, which I'm going to show you, and also being conscious of continuing the sterile technique while you're up on the surgical field, performing the surgery. The hand washing is number one, most important. Outside of surgery and inside of surgery. So, okay, my hands are getting clean. Now I'm moving down to my arms. You want to scrub up to your elbows, maybe a little past your elbows. And I'm using both sides of the brush. The scrub brush works better to really get in there and get off all dead skin and whatever else may be harboring on your skin. So after we do this, our skin is not sterile, it's considered clean. So we still have to be careful on what we're touching with our bare hands after we scrub them. Okay, so say the 3 to 5 minutes is up washing. So to rinse them, I'm going to start with my fingertips. Start with fingertips and rinse up to your elbows, because you don't want any water falling towards your fingers. Alright, we can turn the water off. I'm using my elbows because I don't want to touch anything with my hands. So inside the gown there is a sterile towel, and how we dry is we separate it. We take one end and start drying our left hand, and we work our way down to our elbows using the same end of the towel. And then I'm switching to the dry end and dry my other hand up to my elbow. And notice I'm keeping the towel away from my body. I don't want anything to touch my body, anything sterile to touch my body. So now my hands are dry. Now for the gown is folded inside out. So right now I'm touching the inside of the gown, which is okay, because that's going to be against my body. And there's two little folds in it. That's where I put my hands. And then when I open it, it opens up, and I slide my arms in. So normally there wouldn't be a sink here because I don't want the gown to touch anything in front of me because this is all considered sterile. So, gown is on, and I don't put my hands through the sleeves because I don't want to, when I'm putting my gloves on, I don't want to touch anything with my bare hands. And normally in surgery there'll be someone behind me to tie the gown up. There's a little Velcro and a tie. That way it doesn't fall off like this during a surgical procedure. So to put the gloves on, I can now touch the gloves, any part of the gloves, because all this is sterile. And I'm putting, the glove is folded in half, as you can see. So I'm putting the thumb part of the glove to my thumb, and it's pretty simple. You just take it and fold it right over your gown. Sometimes your gown kind of gets in the way, so you have to manipulate your hand a little bit to get your hand all the way in the glove. And if it doesn't get in there perfectly the first time, it's okay. You can adjust once you get your other glove on. So now this hand is good to go. I can touch all of this glove because this is all sterile still. And now this one, I do the same thing. Thumb to thumb. It's kind of hard to see with these dark gloves. And then I'm sliding it right over, pulling my hand out of my sleeve inside the glove so I can get my fingers in. And now, gloves are on, and we are ready to go. Now normally I would also have a mask on and a little hair cover to cover my hair during surgery because you don't want anything falling into the surgical field. And also everything from the chest to the waist is sterile and up to the elbows. Like if I touch up here, that's unsterile, and if I touch anything unsterile, I have to take everything off and redo the whole process over again. So that's about it. That ends my tutorial on gloving and gowning for a surgical procedure. Hope you enjoyed it and hope you learned the procedure.